don't get any bigger than that.
I came in nothing but some raps, the clothes on my back, them L-dogs, nothing but them blacks, the A, with a black man is debonair. I'm talking about a black man's heaven here. Shorty, we going where the destination is manifested. We learn how to collect reparations and invest it. I went from dressing the coldest to catching the COVID, to blessed with success to promote it, to just
Yeah, buddy, you ready or not? Don't really care if you was or you wasn't LeBron. From now on, I'm calling the shots. I don't really care about your hating little daddy LeBron. Your mammy's a pity. Anytime I get beside myself, I remind myself from. Think I gotta go through. I don't like therapist, I don't like most. You love me, my go-to. Love a thing blind on top like Goku. Just left Noble, back in my dojo. Channel like Aura, got the whole Roku. Been big dog from the Tether Road, told you. Wait, don't even know you. Step right, I'm a long trip. Blink at my VIP. Snack of my. Won't break, won't miss. Rich took his chick, I know. We talking start like ball hype, pretty face guy like, bruh, how do I exist? In the gym every day, I'm gonna miss. Some of daddy like, boy, don't blow my assist. I got it. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one.
Today, it's Madden NFL football. It's Super Bowl Sunday.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. Oh, good return up past the 30. Come on now. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for 28 yards.
That's going to be a good matchup for him. Using him out of the backfield and telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's Hurts to throw. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 21. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. A 1st down carry for Barkley. Oh, eluding the tackle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 21 yards for Saquon Barkley. And the Eagles are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Striking first in any game is very important, but on this stage, the biggest of stages in the Super Bowl, that's huge.
You fully expect the other team to battle all the way through, but when you're the one setting the pace, jumping out in front, that has to feel great for the entire organization.
Hurts will throw. Complete at the 1. And he will get in to make it 8-0. So they get in for the opening drive score, and they go for 2. They kept the kicker lonesome over there. They said, we don't need you this time.
Kickers? Who needs kickers for PATs?
Nice now.
We want them for field goals, not for PATs. They went for 2 and got it. It's a new tone setter for this team.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds Hopkins complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. A first carry for Samaje Perine. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Up the middle, here's Perine. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now Mahomes. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. We are just getting started here at Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans. 1 quarter in the books. 8-0 our score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Chiefs have cut the lead back down to 2. That's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now a toss right to Barkley. And he spins past him and into space. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 84 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A toss out to Barkley. Down inside the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
He's still barreling through. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. As his guys are able to extend their lead. And that CD, one heck of a run. He just refused to go down.
And that's where determination comes in, because he had at least a couple of guys had really good shots at him, but he just said, I don't think so. Speed, power, elusiveness, all on display right there. Look like you, partner, back in your salad days in Evansville.
So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team, because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey, and they'll get him down. As he's inside the 40. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
They're going to empty the backfield here, so you know this ball's likely to come out quick. They let the 4 outside receivers run deeper routes, and then let the tight end just make a beeline across the formation. He's able to make the catch and turn it into good yardage and a first down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Nolan Smith showing some burst there to catch him behind the line.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Mahomes to throw. And the catch made by Hopkins.
My ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Hand off here for Pirine. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter. Up. This Super Bowl. Mahomes now to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now here's Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. This will be caught by Brown. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Butker's kick here is good. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
Ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right?
A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. They'll be looking to get in the end zone again. Had the touchdown, as you see, last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had there during that break about, okay, they've got to do something to slow down their runners. So is it bringing in more defensive linemen? Is it dropping in extra linebackers? What are you going to do? Personally, I'm going to take my safety and drop him into the box. I'm going to have at least 7 in there until he shows that he can beat me through the air.
Yeah.
I've got to slow down the running game.
I was just going to say, you'll take the exposure in the passing game over the top until you can prove that you can stop the running game.
Sometimes you go cold.
So the halftime show of the Super Bowl, abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't, but of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
2nd and 7. Mahomes going to throw. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now they'll fake the jet sweep and off play action. Here's Mahomes. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Give that sack to Nakobe Dean. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward. And how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
To the 43, second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
There he goes again. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 10-yard line. 189 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that'll be dumped off to Gainwell. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles will extend their 3rd quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. The 3rd. Time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the 3rd.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for. Felt good about being aggressive and go. For it. And right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
Come on, let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Milton Williams. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete there to Rice. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he had to reach for that one, but can't grab it. It's behind him, and it's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And this will be taken at the 13. So that's the end of 3 here in Super Bowl 59 from Caesar Superdome. The 4th and final quarter coming right up. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep him in check on that first down carry.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
But first down, Hurts. That one downfield for Dotson. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. 2nd and 10. Hurts. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackle. Held it to an okay game.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. 3rd and 7 now.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Now back to throw. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bulling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Mahomes now on first down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Samaje Perine, 46 yards. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And all the Chiefs have it. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores, you know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw pulled in by Hopkins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Here's Mahomes. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and it shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
And that should do it. He's got a first down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here. And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in the city of brotherly love. The Philadelphia Eagles are the Super Bowl champs. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. The accomplishment, forever.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gunn signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.